What if I told you you can feed 1,000 chickens with zero money? Yes, I mean without buying commercial feed. I mean no layers, no broiler starter, no grower pellets. I mean zero cash. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it using plants grown right on your farm and insects that most farmers ignore. Let us just face it, feed prices are killing farmers. Many are quitting poultry farming. Some are selling their birds early because they can't afford feeds anymore. Feed prices have actually gone 3 times higher. But what if the solution is right on your farm? What if it is in Azolla ponds, Moringa trees, sweet potato leaves, Amaranthus, banana stems, and of course black soldier fly larva? So in this video, I will show you how I grow high protein Azolla, how I process banana plants for chickens, why Moringa is a super feed, how sweet potato vines reduce feed cost, and how black soldier fly larva replaces the expensive proteins that you buy on the shops. So by the end of this video, you will understand how to reduce feed costs drastically, even to 0%, and how to produce your own protein, how to grow natural vitamins for your flock, and whether feeding 1,000 chickens without buying feed is really possible. And I will also tell you some truth. Is it really 100% free? Or is this just a myth? So let us find out. Chicken feeds have skyrocketed. In fact, farmers are spending over 60% to 70% of their profit buying chicken feeds. Of course, these are commercial feeds which are poorly prepared with unbalanced nutrients that are necessary and required for chicken feeds. But let us ask this question. How did the earlier farmers feed their chickens before these commercial feeds? Of course, they used this plant, the Moringa plant. Its scientific name is Moringa oleifera. Did you know that Moringa contains between 25 to 30% of crude protein, that is in the dry weight? And it also has very high vitamins A, vitamin C, calcium, and iron. These vitamins are excellent for egg yolk color, immunity, faster growth of your chicken, and very strong shells, especially for the layer chickens. So how are you supposed to prepare this Moringa? You have 2 options here. First option is to feed your chickens with fresh feeding. That means you harvest young leaves, chop them finely, and also mix with Azolla or sweet potato leaves, and you feed your chickens directly and immediately. But option 2 is after harvesting, you dry method. You use the dry method, and this is better for storage. That means you harvest the leaves, you dry under the shade, not directly under the sun. Then you crush it into powder. Then you mix it into feed, at least between 10 to 15%. This prevents waste and increases digestibility. The crop number 2 is the sweet potato leaves. These sweet potato leaves contains 15 to 20% of the protein. Can you imagine that? This means you have energy and enough fiber source, and they are very good for reduced feed cost and of course the gut health. So how do you prepare? Just harvest tender vines, chop them into small pieces, and slight wilting under the shade between maybe 2 to 3 hours. Then mix with Azolla and Moringa. For your layer chickens, you need to give them between 10 to 15% of the ration, and this will provide maybe you can give them more, especially for the improved Kienyeji. This should go slightly higher. The crop number 4, the plant number 4 is the Amaranthus, and this is very important, especially when you cook. So I'm going to show you how actually I cook this Amaranthus. Amaranthus is one very powerful plant that must be prepared properly. Why? Because raw Amaranthus contains oxalates and anti-nutritional factors. So for us, we cook it before we give our chickens. So how do we prepare Amaranthus? First step, harvest fresh leaves. Step 2, chop into smaller pieces like these ones as you are seeing me doing this. Step 3 is to boil in water for between maybe 20 to 25 minutes or 30 minutes. Step 4, drain the excess water. Then step 5, let it cool. Step 6, you can mix with the Azolla sweet potato leaves plus your insects, that is the BSF, or you can mix with any other feeds that maybe you will have secured somewhere. So cooking improves digestibility, it reduces anti-nutrients, and it makes it safer for layers, especially for farmers who are keeping layer chickens. Please never feed in large raw amounts. Use between 10 to 15% of the total rations. The plant number 4 is the banana plant. Most of you don't know why bananas are very, very nutritional, and they can actually help you reduce to 40% of your chicken feeds. Use banana stems. You can also use banana leaves, or you can even use the overripe bananas. Chicken love that thing like hell. So preparation, chop the stems finely. Slight fermentation. Of course, you can you have like 24 hours to ferment, and you can use these chopped fine stems to mix it with BSF or Azolla. Did you know that banana stems provide fiber, increases gut health, and reduces waste cost? Not a protein source, but a filler and a moisture source. Now, let us go to another plant, and that is Azolla. What is Azolla? Most of you don't know that Azolla is a fast-growing floating water fern. This plant is so marvelous. It contains between 30 to 40% of crude protein. That means it is very high for a plant. That makes it very powerful for layers, that is egg production support, improved Kienyeji growth, and replacing part of expensive protein feed. Now, the good thing is this, I have plenty of Azolla here, and if you want, I can supply it for you with just 100 shillings. You can get 2 kgs. It is no longer 1 kg. So for 300 Kenyan shillings, I'll give you 2 kgs of Azolla for you to start growing it. So how do you grow Azolla? Step by step. First of all, dig a shallow pond like this one here, as you can see it. You can make it just 1 to 1.5 feet deep. Then you can line it with a polythene sheet, or you can just even put there water. Like for us here, as you can see, we are not using polythene. You can add water that is 10 to 15 centimeters deep. You can also add cow dung slurry. That is the starter nutrients that Azolla will need to grow. Then you can introduce Azolla culture. You can now start culturing your Azolla, which you have bought from me. Then within 10 to 15 days, your pond will become fully covered, like mine here, as you can see. And did you know that Azolla doubles between day 6 to day 10? That means after harvesting, you can harvest again after maybe 7 days. That means you can harvest your Azolla and feed your chickens directly. How do you prepare it to feed your chickens? Step 1, harvest fresh Azolla using a sieve like this one, as you can see. Then wash it to remove smell or excess mud. Then step 3, drain water completely. Step 4, mix with the other chopped greens or your BSF insects. For layers, that is layer chickens, do not feed them 100% Azolla. I just want you to give them between 10 to 50 to 20% of the total ratio. But for improved Kienyeji, you can even go to 30% of your total ratio. Note this, too much of Azolla causes weight droppings in your chicken, and you will notice that when you are actually feeding them in excess Azolla. I am teaching you 5 ways you can actually manage 1,000 chickens without buying anyone's feed in the agrofed. Zero commercial feeds, just natural ways on your farm. You can actually grow them on your farm. But before we continue, please let me know where you are watching this video from, either the county or the country, in case you are outside the Republic of Kenya. And please, if you have not subscribed, kindly consider subscribing so that when we produce a quality video like this one, YouTube will automatically notify you. And let us continue learning together to grow the small farmers to where we want to reach. Let us do this. Is it really possible to feed 1,000 chickens with zero cash, zero money? Well, that depends if you will listen to this video to the end, because I'm showing you 5 ways, simple ways that you can feed your chickens, no matter the number of your chickens you have, with actually 0 to 10% of your profit. Okay? Now, let me show you the first idea. Did you ever know that these tiny flies are quietly transforming farming across the world? Imagine, from chicken farmers to fishers have turned to black soldier fly farming, a system that feeds animals, enriches the soil, and also cleans the environment all at once. In small spaces with very simple tools, farmers are raising BSF larvae and earning millions. What looks like waste has become wealth. This video is just about to shock you. Let's go. Wait, listen. Will you believe me if I told you you can turn this trash into millions and become a millionaire? What if I told you that the trash can make you rich? That the rotting food in your kitchen, the waste in your market, the leftovers we throw away every single day of God can be turned into gold? Not the gold from the ground, but the living gold that grows, multiplies, and feeds the future. Feeds your chicken, your fish, your cows, your ducks, your everything. Listen, in a small, silent box, these tiny black flies are rewriting the rules of farming. They eat what humans reject, and they give us protein, fertilizer, and profit in return. No expensive machines, no large land, just nature, intelligence, and opportunity. But here's the real question. Why is it that not everyone is doing this? And how can you start black? These insects turn waste into wealth. What smells like garbage becomes income. Markets, homes, and farms turn waste into money. Number 2, they are a cheap, high-protein animal feeds. The larva contains up to 45% protein, perfect for your fish, your chickens, and pigs. No more expensive feeds that we buy with the animal feed producers. Larvas produce a very clean environment. They reduce waste, smell, and harmful bacteria. No chemicals, just nature doing its job. Number 4, they provide organic fertilizers. The remains become nutrient-rich fertilizer that strengthens crops and heals the soil. And number 5, they are a very easy business to start. No big land, no heavy machines, just knowledge, consistency, and a vision. And here is the real question. If this business is so simple, so profitable, and so powerful, why are so many people still ignoring it? So, can you feed your 1,000 chickens completely free? Of course not, because you will need time, you will need cost for the labor, and you will need other costs like buying equipment. But actually, these 5 ideas will completely reduce your production cost to almost nothing. So let me know if you have really benefited from this video, and if you have, please consider subscribing and let me know where you are watching this video from, either the county or the country, in case you are outside the Republic of Kenya. That is all for now. This Corobe Poultry Farm. Until next video, bye bye.